Hey there, everybody. I'm Becky McWilliams, class of 2000 Trumbull High School graduate, and I'm here to give you just a quick rundown of the addition slash renovations that have happened to our high school since 2000. So 25 years celebrating this summer. And so you can see behind me, we've got a brand new glass and steel atrium with a big old Trumbull High sign back there. And then over here behind me, we have a brand new auditorium in what used to be the courtyard with the sign and the flagpole. So this is exciting. In the 25 years since I've graduated from Trumbull High, I have gone to architecture school, become a licensed architect. So you'll hear this tour is from my background as an architect. And then I decided I wanted to be a little crazy and do more. So I went to law school, became a licensed attorney. I now practice construction law, and I've been a politician in New Hampshire for about 8 years. So you could call me Thomas Jefferson reincarnate. I look forward to having you join me on this tour. Trumbull High, class of 2000. Wow, I'm here at the high school. It's been 25 years. A lot has changed. I'm just gonna take a quick walk from the parking area, which hasn't changed that much. We used to do outdoor band practice here in this parking lot. Color Guard would do their drills. New entry up the hill here. This didn't used to be there, so new entry, but parking lot's still the same. All new HVAC equipment on the outside of the building there. And from what I remember, we used to have this lovely outdoor courtyard at the entry right over here. On the left side was the payphone, so if you needed to call somebody to get picked up after school, you would hang out here, and it was a little bit covered so you wouldn't get rained on. Too bad if the weather was rough or snow. But renovations have happened. So I'm seeing all new HVAC equipment up on top of the roof here. All new entry area. They moved the flagpole that used to be in the middle of the courtyard out here, left side of the entry. They moved the sign that was in the middle of the courtyard over to the left side of the entry. So okay, good job on reuse. All right. And the brick looks about the same. So this is existing, the wing, but all this courtyard infill is new. All right, next clip, we'll go inside. All right, we're inside. Big old entry area with admin, curtain wall, lots of glass. This looks like it's the auditorium. I'm not going to be able to go in there practicing right now. So new auditorium where we used to have the entry. Amazing. Feels like a whole different building here. Very cold air conditioning for August on a Saturday morning. A whole bunch of admin people still in. Gotta be some athletics happening here. All right, let's take a look at the gym. Gym floor is being refinished. All right, let's take a peek. Okay. Wow. New bleachers. Apparently new floor. So I just had to take this video on the e-cigarette note because when we were in high school, we still had a smoking lounge. And yes, high schoolers were still smoking legitimately outside in the smoking area off the cafeteria. So what's old is new again. I got high schoolers with e-cigarettes. All right, so speaking of the cafeteria and the smoking lounge, it looks like what used to be outside has been taken over with an addition. This area was the outside of the smoking lounge. This is still the cafeteria. Hasn't changed. Hold on, maybe my bearings are off. It looks like one of these outside courtyards was the smoking lounge. The other side has an addition, is now the senior lounge. Hard to tell which one was enclosed. I'll have to do more research, but this is a new addition over here, so I guess the seniors have their own special place to eat lunch and hang out and be special, which is cute. Looks like somebody's having a party in here. But the cafeteria still looks like cafeteria. Wow. New lockers, school colors. Still black, white, and gold. Still the Golden Eagles. Here's the Literacy Center, formerly the Library Media Center. Looks like it's been pretty heavily renovated. I don't know if it's open. We'll try. Oh yeah, let's go check it out. Oh yes, look at that. Lots of new windows up top. Still have skylights in the middle. That hasn't changed. But a lot more light coming in from clear stories up above. Super renovation, very nice, good furniture in here. I wonder how many of these books actually get checked out. It seems like everything's moved to digital these days. There it is. So, Media Center is still in the middle. Classroom wings all around. So, let's see if they're still using the same color scheme, right? We had yellow, red, and blue. I think B was blue. Let's go check out the classroom areas. All right, this one was unlocked. This is the orchestra music theory room. New sound bat panels up on the top. New lighting. New carpet. Still the same old concrete walls, but what you gonna do, right? Very nice. This is a lovely space. It feels sound dampened from the carpet and the acoustic panels on the wall. It feels quiet. We got some cellos here, so I'm guessing some kids are gonna be practicing in here at some point soon. It's very cool. All right, bee house. Here we are. Oh, they changed the lockers. See, this used to be blue, and I had a locker down here in this back hall. It was always my nightmare to forget the combination on my locker. Does anyone else have recurring nightmares about high school locker combinations? That's a whole thing. Let's see if any of these are unlocked. Nope. All right, let's take a peek. So we got some classroom furniture, blinds, board, projector. It's pretty typical. Still nicer than what we had. Chalkboards. But I liked being able to navigate the three wings by the three colors. It's a little confusing to have all these same exact lockers in the three different wings. Now we're coming back down from B, which is the back, over to A. Yeah, it looks exactly like B. It's disconcerting. I liked the color scheme previously, but okay. Things change. Here's the A-house office. New furniture. Still a little claustrophobic with all the block walls. Not a lot of glass in the corridors. But did a decent job with the renovation in terms of lighting. They've updated these to LED lights. Way brighter than it was. I remember we had like the glowy yellow lights. Stairwells still look like something out of a prison. Cast concrete. There it is. Okay, let's head upstairs. Yeah, it definitely feels Soviet era. Whew. That's a thing. There are always these cute little alcoves you could sneak out into off the stairways. Still there. Oh yeah. Ancient looking water fountain. I mean, I'm sure it's updated in the last 25 years, but it still looks pretty pretty school and dated. All right. Don't think we're going to be able to get in here, but we're going to try. Take a peek at the media center. Oh, it's unlocked. All right. Oh yeah, this is very nice. Clear story skylight down through the borrowed light for glass. Very nice. Looking out over the media center. I dig it. Yeah, they definitely did a nice job with this renovation. Feels very open. It reminds me of the Yale Library if you've been in there, although not with the very expensive stone that glows from sunlight, but still, concept, everything built around the library and lots of light. It's beautiful. So I think this is all teacher prep area, and I'm thrilled that they left it unlocked. So yeah, let's see if we can sneak around and check out the ancillary spaces. In case you didn't know, I became an architect, so one of my favorite classes was tech ed. Let's see if we can find the tech ed wing. So I just wanted to note this. I think it's interesting that someone wrote on the wall BC Corner Wing, so at least you can try to figure out where you are when you're coming down the corridor, because everything looks the same. It's this painted masonry block with lighting, kind of institutional, obviously. So, wayfinding. There's a need for signage. Someone took it upon themselves to write in BC Corner Wing, which, okay, that's something. No wayfinding at the bottom, so which one is B? Okay, it says B house that way. So we want to go to C, which is the other way. Yeah, you get down the long corridor to C. Let's do the thing. All right, so it took a few minutes, but now I've oriented myself. And we are in the cafeteria again. All right, this faraway wall is what used to be the smoking lounge, and now the addition that is the senior commons. And this close wall here, up against this edge, was always kind of the loading dock outdoor area. Hasn't changed, still loading dock. Added some new HVAC units. But tech wing is over that way, so that's where we're headed. Let's see what we can find over there. Used to be vending machines here. I don't see anything now. All right, M wing. Got a performance going on here. It's practicing. Still the big old curved brick wall that used to be the back of the auditorium, but now it's all been redone into individual classrooms. And again, I'm not going to be able to get into the auditorium because they've got a performance, but we'll go around. Let's go check it out. Looks like everything's getting clean, so all the desks are out in August as they prep for starting school. Electronics. Let's see if we can take a peek in there. That's cool. I don't remember having an electronics class 25 years ago, so that's kind of cool. Take a peek. It's just like a standard classroom. Culinary. Yes, we did have culinary. Did I do it? No, hard to see. It's locked, unfortunately. These are just standard classrooms. More classrooms. Let's see what's over here. SOAR, Student Operated and Run Enterprises. That was part of the culinary program. Let's take a peek around the corner, see what's over here. Transportation Lab. I don't remember this. Oh, okay, they've rebranded. This was auto. Let's see if I can get the lights to turn on in here. This is very cool. I got some car frames up in the air. Looks like there might be an override. Oh, there it is. All right, cool. Okay. This looks somewhat familiar, although I'm sure the tech has changed. Huh. Yeah. Classroom looks about the same, I would say. Updated lighting. Probably newer technology. Still the same space. Still an overhead garage door in the back to bring in your fix-it-up car. Very cool. Okay, we're still in the M wing. This is a classroom right at the end. It says it's elite at THS. I'm not sure what that means, so we're gonna have to do some research. Elite at THS. I'm wondering if it's part of early childhood ed or child care prep, maybe? Hard to say. But obviously, a whole bunch of cleaning happening before school starts end of August. And then right next to Elite, there's this other pretty wreath and similar looking classroom that feels a little homey. We'll look into it. Staff bathroom. Sounds about right. So this one is the art lab, which I think should be obvious. It's spilling out. There's so much good happening in here. This might be ag related. I don't know where the ag program ended up, but this one's got a food poster on it. Right across the hall we have the metal shop. Again, doesn't look like it's changed a lot. Probably newer tech. Looks like they did a new floor. Wall's the same. Exterior door's the same. Everybody's got their toolboxes and workbenches. I feel like these workbench tops may still be the same from 25 years ago. So, metal shop. Let's keep exploring. Oh, they've got computers in the metal shop now. That's new. All right. Data room. Don't think it's a classroom. Storage. Gotta have a server for this whole thing these days. Oh, wood shop. Oh, I loved the wood shop. Let's check it out. Show me. Oh my gosh, the memories. All right, so Mr. Farrell was a woodshop teacher. Does anyone else remember this? I don't know if I can get those lights to turn on. Shunch. Okay, try that again. Nope. All right, well now they have a CNC wood lathe. Even though we're kind of in the dark, you can see it. I am jealous. There we go, that's the lathe. We've got a 3D printer over here, looks like. Hard to see in the dark. If I could just find the damn light switches. Let's try over here. Oh, there we go. It just needed to sense me. All right, now you can see. Okay, coming back over. Hello, gorgeous. Wow, this is nice. Still got the classic workbenches here. Training on the screen projector. You can sit here in the classroom area and learn what you're going to work on. Yeah, I don't know. Some of these file cabinets may be the same. These counters look like they could be 25 years old. They've cleaned up their air handling equipment. These are all new vent fans and ductwork to take out the sawdust, and looks like it's probably dumping all outside to a sawdust collector now. Yeah, this big old duct. And you can see there's a unit out there that it's going to. Very cool. I dig it. Love that. Yeah, Miss Woodshop, it smells like sawdust in here. Did anybody else make a birdhouse? Mine was a lot smaller than this one. I think this is probably the teacher's proud example. I made a birdhouse. So cool. All right, well, tragically, I can't get into this one, but this is where it all started for me. The CAD room. Oh man, when I started, we were training on AutoCAD Release 12. That is dating me, all right? Now I use Revit 2025. Totally different tools. We went from 2D to 3D. Sad I can't get in, but man, this is the room that shaped me. All right, moving on. What else is in M Wing? We checked out the wood shop. Oh, yearbook. Oh my goodness. When I was in yearbook, Sue Barasic was our advisor. She's since passed away. Very sad. But we had a teeny tiny closet, and we're not going to be able to see it in this classroom, but we had a teeny tiny closet, itty bitty, tucked in under one of the stairs. You could maybe fit 4 people in there, but somehow we managed to fit 8 or 10 on deadlines. Wow. This takes me back. You can see I'm still chronicling to this day, 25 years later. Somebody's got to chronicle the history, right? So the more things change, the more things stay the same. All right, here's another throwback. There's the AV studio. When I was a student, there was AV club, and you could choose to attend one of your study halls in the AV office. Ralph was the AV advisor, and we would do video from the football games. And here's radio right next to AV. That makes sense to me. Trumbull Community Television is also located here, so this is great. This is a community hub. Wow, love that. That's new. Exciting. These I wasn't able to get into, but there's a ceramics room right here, which I don't believe we had ceramics when I was a student, but I like the idea. And across the hall from ceramics, we have graphics. I didn't even get into graphics until college, so cool that you can do graphics at the high school level now. All right, this is brand new. Does anybody remember the nurse's office? This has all been redone. Fantastic. Huge. I wonder how many students they have now. I'll have to ask the question. It's well lit, beautiful LED lighting, brand new, just done floors. Awesome. Looks spectacular. We're at the back side of the CAD room, and there's a nice little display here about THS electric vehicle race from 2012. Looks like we won a bunch of awards. That's pretty cool. We also have a example structure, stick-framed wooden model designed by a student for both a deck framing with stair and for a residential structure with roof joists and trusses. Very cool. This is student work. Love that. Here's the band room. Again, new sound panels, actually new ceiling, acoustic ceiling, new lighting, very nice. New furniture, new carpet, but still the same space. So when I was in here 25 years ago, we used to have wooden, raked, stacked practice seating up this way. So we were actually kind of on different levels. Now it's all flat. There's a percussion section. All new equipment. I didn't expect them to keep my marimba from 25 years ago, but here we are. Some nice looking xylophones with their covers. Yeah. Wow. Whew. Looks like a lot of money was spent on this space. It's very nice. I hope that our band is learning how to win. And check this out, a bunch of trophies. Go Eagles. TEHS GEMB, representing. This is new. Yep, Peter Horton was the marching band director in 2000, and they've named the band room after him now that he's passed away. It's very nice. Love that.